We face a baptism of fire today. We take on the old firm back to back in the league, Celtic then Rangers, and sadly, we almost must say goodbye to an absolute legend. We're losing our best player, and we're not getting enough money. It has to be done. Welcome to Beyond Blue Brazil. Welcome in. You may have realised by now who I'm talking about, but before we get to that, if you're enjoying this series, if you enjoy this video, please hit that subscribe button, like and comment on the video, help that algorithm out a bit. He's been our best player since he came in. We were lucky to get him in the first place, but sadly, Brentford have come in and they weren't taking no for an answer, and he did start to become unsettled. He's currently unhappy. I have made the difficult choice to sell Big Dan, Daniel Amsalem, this season, in a season where we really need him, but we still have him. As part of the deal that I've agreed, we're going to loan him back for this season. We get 1.6 million. That actually gives us 400k into the transfer balance. I'd have liked more. Unfortunately, our transfer revenue percentages means that we're not getting a big whack of that cash. But that 400k can be pumped into wages in my mind, and maybe add a player or two to really help us out. Aside from that, it's a big loss. Brentford are getting a very good player. He probably needs to play at that level to develop further. I think he's very good. I think having him back for this season, he's still going to be very good. We've obviously got him alongside a new centre-back partnership this season. But I think it's wise to sell him now because the board were getting a bit antsy. We did potentially have, we did actually have to fight off a previous bid that was accepted, and then basically they came in again, and I knew that the board were likely not going to wait too long. So what I did was I fought the transfer fee up a bit. Got in the loan, they dropped it down a bit. I was wanting 2.5 million up front, but we structured it so we get 2.5 if he hits all those targets. I think the international appearance shouldn't be an issue. We should get that maybe while he's still at the club. The league appearances, 525k, 10 games, potentially if he goes back there. But right now my gut tells me that if he's available to extend this into next season, we go for that as well. So we're going to click accept. Assuming he doesn't reject the loan move, we should be all good. I pray we are. What's going on here? It says he's here. On loan at Cowdenbeath. That was so scary. Oh, I thought they'd reneged on the deal. I don't know what's going on here. Has anyone come across this bug? Hit me up in the comments below. They're blocking the release of a coach. I haven't asked to release him. So obviously our centre-back pairing have been important to us this season. You've got Big Dan, and then you've actually got Joe Kamara, and I think Joe Kamara is a pretty good prospect as well. It's nice to have our strongest players be our centre-backs, because they're going to be very important for our season ahead. So we've actually got 5 players on loan, and thankfully 2 of them are from England, which means that we don't have any issues with registration and stuff. I can't believe we got to play Celtic and Rangers back to back here. So if we have a quick look, we got 500,000 in the transfer budget, but we can move that. Oh, look at that. That's delightful. That is beautiful. I think that would give us 10,000 in wages. Wow. Do we need 10,000? What's our highest paid player right now, out of curiosity? Who we actually pay for? I guess we're paying 1,500. Right, we could get a couple of players here. Genuinely. I'm going to make the budget adjustment. We'll go 25 and leave 120 6k. So we still have a month of the transfer window. Just got to find some players who can come in and do a job. Now Jack Harper, we actually spoke with before. Do we need a striker? We kind of do. We've only got who have we got? We could do a striker. Striker and defensive midfielders is what we're probably calling out for. Maybe a really good deep line playmaker. That could really change our season. I think having a step up front would be really good. Concern about Harper is he's only a decent Premiership player. I'm thinking he's not going to be good enough, but I'll maybe trial him and get a good look at him. And just like that, we find Big Dan's replacement. Lincoln Iago's coming in on loan till the end of the season. Now, hold on. Can we loan him now, or is this going to go through? Huh. I don't know what's going on. We've been able to loan him. So the reason why we've loaned him, we've actually bought him. So in theory, as long as he plays 20 matches, we will pay 60k for him, and he will be ours. I'm surprised that's gone through. So we have another Brazilian in the squad. We've done it again, and not only have we found a Brazilian, he looks really good. I didn't even look that hard. Again, a centre back has fallen in our laps who's real quality, and I think the FM gods are shining down upon me. It's the only explanation. See if we can resolve this now. Kamara is going to play. He's not been brought in to replace Kamara. Kamara and Lincoln are actually going to be our centre backs going forward once Big Dan obviously moves on. But Big Dan's here for this season because we need him. We didn't know we were going to get Lincoln in. We got a couple of our trialists in to just see what they could do. I like the look of Mark O'Hara. Even just short-term deal. He looks alright. And Luke Dreher will also take a look at. Fortunately, the trialist, we don't have to force a deal over the line, so I'm relatively calm about that. Lucas Torreira has gone to Rangers. My God. So we go into the Celtic game feeling a bit strange. Like, Big Dan's obviously leaving. We've brought in a new centre-back, but Big Dan's still here. So we've got to balance that centre-back pairing throughout the season, make sure they all get plenty of games. Even Big Dan, I don't want him to be frozen out. He actually won Young Player of the Month last month, so it's, he's still our boy, is Big Dan. I think we've actually pulled off a bit of unbelievable bit of business there by finding Lincoln there. We've picked him up for an absolute steal. I mean, 19 years old. Work permit wasn't an issue. Just fantastic. Let's just make sure. Does he already speak English? Yes, he must. He's got good English already. Typical. It's increased after we've sold Big Dan. Lovely. Only missed it by about a week. Luke is happy to stay at Cowdenbeath. Good. That makes things a bit easier. If we can keep the morale in a positive light, then we should be able to keep relatively good form. You do not want unhappy players at your club, basically. The Celtic game is upon us. They are heavily favourites. It actually does say they still have to do a professional job, but they are heavy favourites against us. I've just seen they've got Martinez in goal, but he's missing because of stub toe. Maybe that's our chance. We'll take anything. I think what we're going to have to do here against Celtic and Rangers, I think we will have to play a different brand of football. I'm not going to change our shape or abandon Brazilian box, but I think we're going to have to accept that we're going to have to absorb a fair amount of pressure during this game. Equally, we maybe just go into it, play how we play, and maybe we get lucky. I don't know. I mean, I should know as I'm the manager, but I really don't know. I'm not sure what to expect here. Neither Celtic or Rangers have won all 4 of the games. We're still right at the start of the season, so it's kind of hard to tell how this season's going to shake up for ourselves. But maybe we just need to play our brand of football. You know, be alert when it comes to set pieces, and be physical all over the field. So starting lineup against Celtic is going to be Keenan Bates in goal, Milo at left wing back, Perry right wing back. Lincoln Iago makes his debut in the centre of that defence alongside Big Dan, August Allgreen, Scott Martin as defensive midfielders, Joe Chalmers and Luca as the attacking midfielders, Stephen Ross and Moffat up top. We're going to go for this game only. Did we play a last game positive? Yes, we did. We're going to go cautious. Oh yeah, we've been playing positive for a while now. We're actually going to go in this game cautious, play for set pieces, work the ball in the box. I'm going to stick with a higher line. I think Dan's okay, speed. I mean, I'm actually now thinking that against Celtic, we shouldn't be playing a higher line. Got sweeper keeper Bates. He's not very fast. I think for this game, we're going to drop that high line a bit. I think that's the wise thing to do. Again, this is just for this match. We're going to go into it a bit cautious. See what they throw at us. And see if we can mount some sort of like attack. I don't feel super confident, but I am pretty chuffed with the business we just did. I genuinely think Lincoln Iago looks like an outstanding pickup. Cheap, and he does have a release clause, which is frustrating, but at the end of this season, we might even offer him a new contract if he's good enough. So Celtic do have a couple of players I recognise the name of there. Carter Vickers is a big lad centre back. We do know they're playing their backup goalie, so that might give us something to hold on to. Make a difference, make a difference, make a bloody difference. Let's go into this game and then sit here, alpha quiet, as we sit here in full-on tension. I'd love a positive result here, genuinely would be as little as don't get battered. 4 minutes in, their first set piece. They've hit the bar, we head it away. Ross coming forward with the ball. Plays it forward to Moffat. Moffat can now run with the ball a bit. He's taking on his man. If we can get someone in the box here, we've got a chance. We have a chance. Oh, they head it away. They pull it forward and they hold it up pretty well as well. I mean, that's the kind of counter-attacking we have to do. I think they're going to press us. So what we might do is we might try and play over that press. We're not going to play through it. We might just play over it because it certainly looks like they're going to press us hard. As you'd expect, the quality of their team compared to ours, you'd think like the press is going to be pretty favourable. They can force us in mistakes, then they have a huge advantage. That is a hit. Galeno just places one top corner. There's nothing our keeper can do about it. Good cross, sort of middle of the box. We find ourselves down 6 minutes in, and this could get really messy. Can't really blame Keenan Bates there either. Can't really see past the big defenders, but let's see if we can mount something. Set pieces are really our ticket here. If we can get forward enough to get a corner, a free kick, even a throw-in, we can maybe make something from. Right, Milo's having a real tough time out wide, so we're going to actually put him on a support role. I'm going to leave Perry as it stands, and our centre-backs are playing poorly, but they've literally not managed to, get hold of the ball or do anything. Rafael Louise coming forward. Come on, let's keep them to 1 goal before the half. Doesn't feel like that's going to happen, does it? Crossed in, takes the shot, it's wide, right, beautiful. If we can get to half-time at 1-0, I'll be very happy, genuinely. Right. This is the plan. We are going to go the start of this half, attacking, high tempo, expressive, hitting early crosses, distributing the ball over the top. We're really gonna Try and catch them flat here. The second half. It is a risk, but it's the only way we can find any reward is if we take a risk here. I don't suppose Lincoln, can you pass? He's okay passing, decent vision, but we need work on it before he could be a ball-playing defender. I'm not really going to make any changes here, even though Milo's having a shocker. We don't really have anyone on the bench to change him out for. I go with Lobo and just get him involved, so we've got two lads up top who can maybe grab Son on the counter. I feel like we need Owen Moffat dropping in behind. To be honest, so we don't have two lads just pushing their back line back, but we'll... Or do we take him on and just work rate? 7, yeah, we'll leave that just now. Let's give them a chance, so give it 5-10 minutes tops of just attacking them, see if we spring a surprise on them, otherwise we probably have to revert back. Players are playing pretty poor. I'm going to have to make some changes. Let's take on Dane Murray. Sorry, a bit of pressure. They've pumped it long. That Iago, no way, is that just hit him in the back? They've missed. What happened there? I don't know what decision Iago made that went so wrong. Right, he is playing awful as a wing back attack. Going to support. That's the first cross we've seen. Stephen Ross has an injury. Not good. Milo, don't lose the ball there. Right, Iago puts it big down. I'm thinking about taking off Stephen Ross, but that would be one of our main attacking threats nullified due to injury, but we can't lose him for the season. I'm going to have to take him off. We're going to throw on Lobo. Lobo can slot in and just play that exact same role, fortunately. 65 minutes, only 1-0 is not bad, but I feel like we're going to get sucker punched here. No, we win it back. Luca lifts it forward. Ross doesn't. He's injured. He doesn't get close to it. Mag, no, is in. It's a great save by Bates, though. Keeps this respectable. Gotta revert back. I think I'm just going to leave it attacking. I mean, we've got nothing else. We've got to hope that we can hold on. 2-0. That might be the nail in the coffin for us. Milo's having an absolute shocker. The centre-backs have not played well here, but equally, we're only 2-0 down in 67 minutes, so I just think in general we haven't had the ball. I'm going to take on Sibbald. Maybe he can take a shot from long distance or something. Alino, Rafael Luiz, Christian. Yeah, we just haven't had the ball here. I think the next game could be quite similar. Iago to Big Dan. Big Dan puts it forward. It's panic because the press is still there for them. I don't think they deserve that goal. I'd chalk it off for offside. And they're gonna. Yeah. We gave it more of a go at Celtic Park in the second half here, but maybe not the best game plan. I just felt we had to change something up from just being a passenger in the first half and going attacking. Still, I don't really want to speak because I feel there's another goal in it for them. But honestly, not that bad a result for us if we can keep it to 2-0. 3-0, it hurts a bit more because I don't think they've deserved 3-0. We get it clear, but it lands straight to a Celtic player. We just don't have anybody picking it up there. This is going to be free. They've hit the post. Iago puts it back to the keeper. Keeper launches it. Lobo tries to go up. If he won the header, he puts it straight back to Celtic. So demand a bit more. End of the game. A consolation would be lovely. But a 2-0 loss away from home to Celtic, it's not that bad. I'm actually going to say I'm happy with how we played there. We didn't let them walk all over us. It wasn't a classic performance by any means, but yeah, I think we're actually defensively not a bad little squad, you know? We need some goals. Interesting, Rangers drew 1-1 with Dundee, and Dundee are down there, so... Could we catch Rangers out of form? That'd be pretty nice. And our Glasgow team, and our similar story. Rangers heavily favoured for this game, even though they're away. We welcome them to Central Park for the first time. And yeah, we could really do with picking up a point or two. I think it's probably a long shot to think we've got a real chance of picking up a point here, but they're maybe out of form. We're just looking forward to getting past these two games and then seeing what we're about. Slightly different lineup today. Keenan Bates in goal, Milo left back, Perry right back, Kamara and Big Dan will be our centre backs, All Green and Murray as the defensive midfielders. Chalmers and Sibbald will be our attacking midfielders today, and Ross and Moffat will continue up top as a pair. Linky Niago drops to the bench. I just don't want to throw him in against both the Glasgow teams and have him have a real poor start to his time here at the club. We're going to go into it cautious. We are at home. We're most likely, like the last game, we will change as the match moves on. We're looking for Chalmers to deliver from set pieces if he can. But yeah, we're as ready as we're going to be at this stage of the season. It's early. We've actually got an offer in for our striker. We're trying to bring in Jack Harper. He looks like he would be useful for a year. He wants a 2-year deal. We'll give it to him. If he's useful for a year, then that's good, because right now we are a little light with options up top, especially when Moffat, Ross and Lobo are not scoring goals. Come on, let's shock Rangers at home. That would be delightful. We could get a result of any kind here. It could really kickstart a run of fixtures for us, as after this game we don't play Celtic or Rangers again for a while, thankfully. The true pain of making it to the SPFL is finding out you're going to play Celtic and Rangers probably 3 times a season, and your first 2 or 3 seasons up, you might not lay a finger on them, depending on how good your squad is or your financial position. And our financial position is we don't have a lot of money. That is not a pen. Kent dives in the box. Classic Rangers. My God. Disgusting. We win the ball and he dives. Adji almost misses it, and to be honest, I wish he had. And then somehow blown out his ACL, I guess. Something like that. Yeah, I'm putting that down as a pretty poor penalty. You got very lucky. We got to take the game to them. If they're out of form, we stand a chance. Well, ball that is by Craig Sibbald out to Perry. You can keep this in and pull this across. Fires it into near post. Oh, Moffat steals it. Whips it across. Falls to Ross. It's a block by the defender. We really should have made the most of that. We needed to hit the target more than once. If we'd hit the target twice there, we're 1-1. Keeper was nowhere. Right, they're not... They haven't come to really play. Point finger. Show me something else second half. Let's go for it. I think we keep that. I think we move. We press them up high a bit. Let's go. I mean, they've not been great. They're 1-0 up away from home against us, newly promoted Cowdenbeath via penalty. Let's take the game to them. Come on, give us a chance. Give us a set piece. Give us something. Target. Oh, I thought we were going to nip in there. Moffat almost wins a header. Chases it back. Kent now. He's probably going to throw himself to the ground. Watch out, boys. Launches it high and wide. By how high it was. It wasn't even wide. Just launched it right over. Right, Sibbald is going to come off. We're going to bring on Luca. Adji. Takio. Yanko. Surely that's ours. Yeah, Perry's there. Plays it forward to Moffat. Holds it up. Back to Perry. That's a ball. Offside. Oh, it's painful. That is a great bit of play. Perry picking the ball up in central midfield. Slips it through. We got to attack. Polo now. I'm going to launch the ball. Distribute over the top as well. Polo, come on. Good tackle. Luca tries to lay it off. It's a bad pass. Hadji now. Just put this wide. Lifts it across. Baldy back to Polo. Lifts it across. Lifts it across. Misses. Beautiful. Right. Right. Ross is coming off for Lobo. He was going to come off anyway, but that could be a big problem to our season. Maybe we need to sign more than one striker. Anybody else I would take on at this point to try and make a difference. Maybe take on Iago. I think we stick with the centre backs we've got on the field right now. Encourage. The tempo would be more expressive. We might as well go for it. We've got 7 minutes to find a goal. Short tire. Yanko. Should be pressing. Just a little bit. Please don't score. Right. Keenan Bates. Lifts it forward. Oh, Perry. This is good. Oh, tackled Murray though. Look at Perry. Come on, Perry. You've got to read that pass. Polo goes back to keeper. Applied a little bit of pressure. Oh, come on. Every second ball, we're just not there for it. And Kent's in to kill it. And he does. F***'s sake. They haven't deserved a 2-0 lead. If this is the top of Scottish football, we're going to be alright this season because neither of these teams have been that good against us. They've been very lucky. Extremely lucky. They didn't deserve the pen earlier. If it hadn't been that, we wouldn't have pushed so far up the field. Ah, classic. FM at least gets this very realistic. There's definitely a lot of decisions going the way of the old firm. Ugh. Bloody frustrating that. 2-3 weeks, not good. We dropped down to 10th. Oh boy. Join me next time for a double dose of Dundee as we play must-win game against Dundee at home. We have to win that game. And then we go on and play Dundee United after that. So, double dose of Dundee. What more can I say? See you next time when we once again go beyond Blue Brazil.